It is the dead of night in the year 1520, somewhere in the German lands of the Holy Roman Empire. The world outside is hushed in sacred silence. Only the creak of a timber beam, the bark of a distant dog, or the toll of a church bell disturbs the stillness. But inside a cramped, candle-lit study, a single man bends over his desk. Parchments and heavy tomes are stacked in precarious towers around him. His eyes, bloodshot from years of study, flicker over pages filled with Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. This man is Doctor Johann Fausen, one of the most learned scholars of his age. He has mastered philosophy, medicine, law, and even theology. He has debated bishops, outwitted nobles, and dazzled students with his brilliance. And yet, tonight, all that knowledge feels empty. A hollow cage. He sees no truth in it, no ultimate meaning. The deeper he digs, the more he finds only silence. And so frustration hardens into something far more dangerous. Rebellion. Oh. Fausen rises from his chair. With trembling precision, he pushes the holy scriptures aside, scattering a crucifix onto the floor. He picks up a piece of chalk and begins to draw a circle on the dusty wooden boards beneath him. Ancient symbols, copied from forbidden books, take shape under his hand. This is no prayer. These are words no priest would dare speak. He whispers, incantations meant not for heaven, but for the black depths below. The air grows heavy, the candle flames gutter, and then the shadows in the corners of the room begin to shift. Something is answering. From the darkness, a figure steps forward. Not a horned beast, not a grotesque monster, but a tall, elegant gentleman. His face is pale, his eyes glow like smoldering coals, and his voice is smooth, almost musical. This is Mephistopheles, servant of the Prince of Darkness. Fausen's heart pounds, but his voice is steady. He does not kneel, he does not flee. Instead, he makes his demand. For 24 years, Mephistopheles must serve him, must grant him the wealth of kings, the pleasures of emperors, the secrets of the universe itself. In return, when the time is done, his soul will belong to hell forever. The demon tilts his head, almost pitying. He warns the scholar, hell is not just a place, it is the absence of God. It is despair without end, and he, Mephistopheles, carries it with him always. But Johann Fausen only laughs. Too proud, too rational, he dismisses these words as superstition. He believes only in what he can touch, measure, and command. And so he demands the pact. To seal the bargain, Fausen takes up a dagger. He presses the blade to his arm and draws it across his skin. But when he tries to sign, the blood refuses to flow, as if his very body resists this damnation. Mephistopheles warms the wound over a coal until the blood runs freely. At last, Fausen scrawls his name across the page. But as the ink dries, glowing letters appear upon his very flesh. Homo fuge, flee, O man. For a moment, Fausen stares, shaken. But pride wins again. He dismisses it as an illusion. The pact is complete. The clock has begun to tick. At first, Fausen's triumph seems limitless. He rides a chariot drawn by dragons across the night sky, laughing as peasants cower below. He dines invisibly at the Pope's own table, slapping the holy man's ears and snatching food from his plate. He stands before the emperor himself and conjures the ghost of Alexander the Great, a phantom so real it bears the scar upon his neck described in ancient texts. Gold flows from his hands, banquets appear in empty halls. He humiliates nobles who mock him, sprouting antlers upon their heads to the laughter of the court. For a while, it seems he has everything he ever dreamed of: wealth, fame, and the power to bend reality itself. But slowly, a strange thing happens. The great scholar who once longed for the secrets of the universe begins to squander his gifts on parlor tricks. Instead of unlocking cosmic mysteries, he becomes little more than a jester in royal courts. He entertains kings with illusions, while the questions that once burned in his soul remain unanswered. Infinite power has revealed the limits of his own imagination. As the years pass, the shadow of the bargain grows heavier. Fausen begins to dream of fire. He wakes in the night hearing voices, voices that seem to laugh, and yet to mourn him at the same time. Two spirits follow him wherever he goes. One, a radiant angel, pleads with him to repent, to turn back while there is still time. The other, a mocking shadow, whispers that it is already too late, that his name is written in hell and no prayer can erase it. Sometimes, when he gazes into the sky, he cries out to Christ. But always Mephistopheles is there, cold hand on his shoulder, pulling him back, mocking him, threatening him. One night, in a rare moment of clarity, Fausen asks the demon a single question: who made the world? Mephistopheles cannot answer. He cannot speak the name of God. And in that silence, Fausen understands the truth. He has learned countless things, yet still knows nothing of the heart of creation. And still, his pride will not let him repent. With the final years slipping away, despair begins to consume him. The man who once wanted to grasp the secrets of eternity now longs only for distraction, for comfort, for beauty. And so he makes one last request. He asks Mephistopheles to summon before him the most beautiful woman who ever lived, Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. The room fills with a blinding light, and there she stands. Her beauty is unearthly, her silence absolute. Fausen gazes at her, trembling, and whispers words that will echo across centuries. Was this the face that launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless towers of Ilium? Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. He kisses her lips and feels nothing but cold. It is a hollow comfort. Every pleasure he has bought is nothing more than a shadow. The 24 years are nearly spent, and at last the fire of rebellion that once blazed in Johann Fausen's heart has guttered out. In its place is only fear. The clock hands creep ever closer to midnight. He knows what awaits him. Hell keeps its promises.